SpeechCraft Rahul. Rahul, aging like wine. Aging like wine, Rahul.
Holding a glass of wine in one hand and a glass of water in another. My mentor asked me one question that made me relook at every facet of my life and transformed to become who I am today. He asked, are you aging like wine or like water? He noted that each one of us, when you look at water and look at wine, the difference is of the answer that you give to yourself, of the people who are ordinary and extraordinary, the companies which are only surviving from the ones that are thriving, the people who are just living together from the ones that are growing together. The answer to this question is the differentiator of who you become. Good morning, Toastmasters and SpeechCrafters and my dear guests. Today I ask the same question to the people whom I train, to the people whom I coach, to the companies that I consult. Because when you look at wine, as time passes by, you only improve in your value. While if you look at water, at best, you will be constant. But as time passes by, you may deteriorate in who you become. Dhirubhai Ambani once beautifully said, he had a theory of orbits. He noted that each one of us is born in a certain orbit. And it is up to us to progress to the next level and become who we are. You could be born to an auto driver, or you could be born to a millionaire. Unless you progress from where you are to the next level, there will be little meaning to your life. And mind you, this isn't a one-time propeller. It's an attitude that needs to be built to progress from where you are and keep sustaining to what you want to become. So the question that I often ask to myself of how do I grow like wine? I have a placard in my bedroom which stares right back at me every night before I sleep. It reads, are you better than yesterday? Ask for yourself. That's the question that you need to ask yourself. Are you better than who you are? The work that you do, the service or the product that you're offering in your work, how different is it from what it was yesterday? Are you doing the same amount of work in lesser time or doing more in the same amount of time? Ask yourself, are you looking for the next business idea, or are you just milking the cow that you already worked upon? Look at, for example, the example of WhatsApp. Look at where it was 10 years back and where it is today. The idea, I'm sure, was given by a woman of getting that idea of the clock, single tick, double tick and blue tick. Because it's only a woman who would want to know whether it was sent, whether it was delivered, whether it was read, and how long he has taken to respond to you. Ask yourself, in the relationships, in your family, in the teams that you're working, are you growing? Are you nurturing? Are you building on each other? And the important thing that you need to understand is how you're growing on a daily basis. The question that you will be asking is where you are today and where you want to be. If there's no difference in that, you'll be always lost out. You need to build changes. It need not be revolutionary. It need not be revolutionary. It has to be evolutionary, wherein you're asking how you're improving little fast, little more, little better. And once you do that, you'll realize that you're a much better person than who you began from wherever you began. So irrespective whether you're 25 today or you're 60, if you're growing like wine and not just following a status quo of whatever you're doing, you will eventually not stand a testimony to what Benjamin Franklin once did. He noted, some people die at the age of 25, but aren't buried till they turn 75. So next time you look at a glass of water or a glass of wine, ask yourself, are you aging like wine or water? Thank you.